Hi everyone, this is a very special reading for the start of the Libra season. So it is officially Libra season and it begins on September the 23rd. You know, Libras are a sign of balance and relationships, and it is a time for justice to be served. It is a time to feel balanced within ourselves, doing things in moderation, and it is a beautiful energy. I'm very serious. It is beautiful. The sign of Libra is known to be beautiful. That word really does correspond to the energy of Libra. So this is a very special reading, and if you would like to know, which cards I've used, it will be in the description box below. I also do want to mention as well before I start with the reading that if you would like to win a free reading with me, information for that will be in the description box below, as I do a giveaway every single month and it's very simple to enter. The other thing is, if you would like to book a private paid reading with me, information for that will also be down below. They are done within 24 to 48 hours. And also the last thing I want to mention is that my bracelets are on Etsy if you are interested. They are handmade bracelets, they are spiritually charged, which means that they are meditated with, they are saged, and they are there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of life. So the one I'm wearing on my wrist right now is the finance and wealth one, but I also do have the Libra one here as well. They are actually tie bracelets, so you can tie them on and they're very durable. They really do stay on, you can shower in them, you can swim in them, sleep in them, so they are looking like this. So this here is very much so the Libra one. I haven't actually tied it up, so that is what they look like. If you are interested, a link to my Etsy will be in the description box below, and they all start from just £3 with free international shipping. Very affordable, and they're handmade by me. Alright, so let's talk about this. Also, I just want to mention as well that, it really is the autumn equinox as well. Yep. There are so many, things going on at the same time. So the leaves may be falling, it might be getting a little bit cooler. Now I know that it's not cool everywhere in the world, but it is where I live and it is in quite a lot of other places as well. And since it's getting cooler as well, it's just really about that time of warmth as well, approaching that time of feeling warmth, wrapping up warm, but also spiritually as well. So if you live somewhere where it's actually, the season is changing, but it's not autumn, it's not getting cooler, it's actually getting warmer, it's still a time of warmth, So regardless of if it's cool or warm wherever you live, it is still a time of warmth. If it's getting cooler, we're wrapping up warmer. If it's getting warmer where you live, it is still warmth, right? So that's what I'm trying to essentially say, is that spiritually there is still warmth that is surrounding us. Alright, so we're going to get started with this reading and see what comes through. This really is a very beautiful time also to roll up your sleeves and get to work. It's all about creativity as well, and doing creative projects, and it's also about beauty as well. You might feel during this time that you want to maybe have a haircut, maybe change your style, your outfits, or do something in that department as well. It's very much so known for that too. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these cards, I'm just going to put them like so. I'm going to keep the crystal here. Alright, so let's see what comes through. So I'm going to start with a 6-card spread. See what comes through. Okay, let's see. We have here the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords, the 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Just in case anyone thinks that I haven't actually shuffled my cards, I've used these cards so many times in my readings on my channel, so I just want you to know that this is not a fresh new deck where, you know, the cards are, you know, they go 1, 2, 3, 4, and they go in order. So I just want you guys to know that, because when you've got the 4, the 5, and the 6, and they all come out very similarly, it can kind of seem like that, but I promise you that's not the case. You can go to my channel and you can actually see that I've used this deck many, many times. You know, I don't want any of you to think that, oh, you know, the cards are coming out because you haven't shuffled properly. Trust me when I say I really have. So the Knight of Swords, we've got the 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups. Okay, so I did want to get one more card out, if my crystal permits. Let's put the crystal, put the crystal here. It's a little bit off balanced. It messes with my OCD a little bit. Should we just leave the crystal in the corner? Yeah, maybe let's just put it in the middle like that. Okay, one more card. Don't be frightened of the 4, the 5, and the 6. If anything, this shows growth. You see, there is growth here. And the 2 of Cups. It's all about balance, but it's also about the fact that if you feel like you weren't really getting respect from other people, you're going to really get a lot of that respect during Libra season. Okay, so that's just a message that came to me whilst I was shuffling. It happens, it happens. Okay, so since I'm not really getting any cards coming out, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the deck like this. I'm going to cut the deck and take a card, and it is the 6 of Pentacles. You can't get a more balanced card, apart from the Justice card, by the way, which is ruled by Libra. The other card of balance is the 6 of Pentacles. And in traditional tarot, in the traditional tarot deck, the 6 of Pentacles card has a scale on it. That's Libra, right? So this is a month of true balance. This is a month of opportunities arising for you. So just know that things are looking really good in this month. Really good. You know, we're transitioning from one season to another. And with this transition, of course, comes a new set of energies. This set of energies is really there to remind you that everything in moderation is best. The 4 of Swords is about resting, retreating. It's about taking time for yourself. It's about not battling with yourself. You know, if you do battle with yourself, the warning comes up with tarot that the battle will lead to the 5 of Swords. You know, this 5 of Swords is very much so conflict. This is about inner conflict. You know, this is about you thinking so much to the point where you're like, I don't know what to do, you know. And it can also lead to conflict with other people as well, you know, perhaps getting into arguments and disagreeing with people. So try not to, well, the way in which you can try not to do that, of course, is by taking time for yourself. Things like eating right, sleeping right, in the sense of, you know, sleeping on time, trying not to let other people's actions and words get to you. Of course, you know, we are all human. At some point, things will get to us. But it's that energy of allowing things to balance. You know, if you have problems and challenges that are out of your control, hand them to the divine. You know, pray to your angels and guides. Perhaps pray to God. Whatever it is that you believe in, and if you don't believe in any of that, then use law of attraction. Use affirmations. You know, so there's really that way in which you can create a balance instead of battling with yourself or getting frustrated, which can actually lead to you then feeling so angry, also perhaps with other people. You know, so that's the energy that's coming through. This can be avoided. It really can. And that avoidance can happen because of the balance that you create within yourself and your own energy. You know, so the 5, it shows here that if you are, you know, doing you and you are focusing on you and really trying to create that balance, and you can avoid that 5 of Swords. But if you don't avoid that 5 of Swords and you do get into conflict, just know that it will be resolved. 5s in tarot are about change. It's about a resolution. You know, Libra, the energy of Libra is also about a resolution to a solution and finding a solution. It's about creating that balance. It's about justice being served. So that 5 will then automatically lead to the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is about emotionally getting to a better place. So just know that it will go back around. So if you find yourself in trouble in October, during Libra season, the rest of Libra season, should I say, September, October, this really is the time in which you will go through and you will come out of it and you will feel more balanced regardless, right? So if you feel balanced, great. But if you do go through, not feeling so great, you will go through a circle where you will come back around to having another opportunity to balance yourself. The energy of Libra is also about karma, right? So you will go through that cycle. If you don't work on yourself, you'll go through that cycle and you will have to kind of deal with the consequences and you'll get another chance. But again, if you get another chance to balance your energies and you don't take it, you'll go through that loop again. So just know that the universe is trying to get you to be as balanced as you possibly can. There are opportunities that are really showing through in terms of work, career, finding new interests and hobbies. That's really coming through with the Knight of Swords. This air energy is very, very strong. The Libra energy is an air sign. Well, Libra is an air sign. So that air energy is very, very strong. Very strong. So it's showing through as opportunities. It's showing through as, you will really feel like doing a lot of communication. Okay, that communication could get you into trouble. So just try and, think about the situation you're in and make the decisions accordingly, because you're more than able. You're more than able to make your own decisions. And it's your life, your free will. But we have opportunities. There we go. Also opportunities in regards to love. It's very much so there as well. Especially with this Two of Cups. Two of Cups is showcasing love, but also it's also showcasing a sense of emotional balance within yourself. Emotional, spiritual, mental and physical balance within you. And also there is a financial balance that is also coming through with the Six of Pentacles. As I mentioned, Six of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck has a scale on it. It's also about you giving, but also getting back. If you feel like you're always giving to something or someone, this is about taking that time, putting that into yourself, and waiting until that other person also gives to you. Sometimes, we can give and give and give and not get anything in return. And sometimes, we kind of just don't expect things in return, or, things like that. But sometimes we are, what's the word I'm looking for? I need to think about this for a second. We are kind of telling people in a way that it's okay, and sometimes it's not okay. So by doing that, it's very, very important that you also show that, hey, you should actually do something in return as well. I'm not always just going to do this. So it's about creating that balance and allowing them to also give to you in that sense, whether that's time, energy, perhaps even money. If you're always just giving and giving, it's kind of telling them in a way that, it's fine, I'll just keep giving, but actually they may not in return until they know that it's not okay. If that makes any sense, I hope that makes sense. So this is really the month of balance. It's a season of balance. It is it's a time of balance from September the 23rd all the way until, of course, Libra season finishes somewhere in October. I forgot the date, which of course is great, but it's somewhere in October, which is, I can actually find out the date. Let me have a look. I believe it is somewhere in the middle of, so it's October the 23rd. It's very interesting because it is an entire month as well. So it's September the 23rd to October the 23rd. So this is your reading. Very, very special reading. And, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video by clicking on the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And also, do check out the description box below for more information on how you can win a free reading with me, how you can book a private paid reading with me if that is something you would like to do. They're done within 24 to 48 hours, as I mentioned. Also, if you would like to purchase any of my bracelets, they will also be available on Etsy. So the link to my Etsy will be in the description box below. They start from just £3 with free international shipping. It's very interesting how I'm wearing the finance and wealth bracelet here. And You know what's really interesting in this spread is that we have a lot of pink and red and purple, and just a lot of red in general around. And then in the middle, with this beautiful yellow crystal, we have the Six of Pentacles. I mean, is that a coincidence? I don't know, but I don't feel like there are coincidences. Everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why that Six of Pentacles is in that middle. And as I mentioned, I do feel that there is something of financial nature that is going to really brew in this season, which is going to create that financial balance as well. So this is the reading, and I hope you all have an absolutely lovely day, night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching this, and take care. Bye.